Greetings. I'd like to share with you a reading from the Gospel of John, chapter 4, verses 20 through 24. Hear the word of the Lord. Let God's Spirit speak. Our ancestors worshipped on this mountain, but you say that the place where people must worship is in Jerusalem. Jesus said to her, "Woman, believe me, the hour is coming when you will worship the Father neither on this mountain nor in Jerusalem. You worship what you do not know. We worship what we know, for salvation is from the Jews. But the hour is coming, and is now here, when true worshipers will worship the Father in spirit and truth. For the Father seeks such as these to worship him. God is spirit, and those who worship him must worship in spirit and truth." This is a conversation that Jesus is having, of course, with the woman at the well. She is a Samaritan woman, of course. She's touched upon something that continues to be of issue for us even in this day. She looks toward her tradition, the tradition of the Samaritans, who had their own temple, their own translation of the scriptures. And she relies upon being connected, being a Samaritan, worshiping in that one place. You know, it's interesting. I bumped into an awful lot of people over the years, and they'll tell me that they are Methodist, or they will tell me that they attend a particular Pentecostal church, or they'll tell me that they are Presbyterian or Baptist. And I'll ask them, "Oh, really? Well, how often do you attend church?" And I'll get the funniest stare from them. And they'll kind of smile and look down at the ground and say, "Well, usually sometime around Easter and at Christmas time, and now and again throughout the year." And for their faith experience, they're really relying upon a place that their family has attended. A faith tradition, a Christian faith tradition, that seems to be held by their family. What Jesus is saying here is that it needs to go a little deeper, and it can go much deeper. That we're to be worshipers of God in spirit and truth. It's not about which mountain we worship on. The truth is that our worship goes far beyond being in that place at that particular time. It's something that goes with us everywhere we go. Our faith is one that's personal with God. We don't visit the temple, leave our gifts, and walk away and know that we're good for a while. What God is wanting is a personal, everyday, every moment connection with us. A friendship that runs deep. One in which we can pour out our heart in terms of our thanksgiving, in terms of our wishing for a better world, in terms of letting God know where we failed, that God may give us the strength to go beyond that failure to something far better. And in that walk with this personal God, we are changed and transformed. We become more of who we are intended to be. Jesus is trying to say to the Samaritan woman here that God has to be worshipped in spirit and truth from the very depth of our soul and our heart. That we need to be open to God, need to be willing to walk with God each and every day. And that itself is a gift. It's important to go to church. It's important to worship in a space with others. It's important to share together. in worshiping in spirit and truth. But part of worshiping in spirit and truth is also allowing God to do a mighty work inside of us as we get to know God in a very personal way. Jesus offers us this opportunity, just like he did the woman at the well so many centuries ago. And it is this a wonderful gift to be able to worship in spirit and truth. Not to fret over which mountain to worship on, or which church to say that I attend here and this is where the truth lies. The real truth lies right in here, where the Spirit is doing its work. Yes, you should worship. You should attend Sunday school. You should attend church. I'm a pastor, and of course I'm going to tell you that. But it will strengthen your worship in spirit and truth. That personal kinship that you have with God. Live as one who worships each day. That's what the text is telling us. And Jesus offers this as a gift. The Lord bless you. Amen.